What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be playing around with a title called Crown of Greed. This is a title that has itself fashioned after classics like Majesty. Actually, there's not really anything else out there like Majesty, I guess. Majesty has always been its own sort of self-contained thing. This is a game where you're the administrator of an adventuring village, and you set up flags to tell people to go and explore, or go and fight with enemies, go eliminate threats, but you don't have any direct control over any of the heroes or units inside of the game, aside from just guiding them around via bounties. What you're going to be focusing on is mostly like collecting taxes, administering policy, building buildings, and all that kind of fun stuff. Recently, we checked out a game called Leviathan's Fantasy, which was pretty much the only game out there that was trying to be sort of an anime-inspired successor to Majesty, and it was a really good game. Unfortunately, it got pulled from Steam. I have no idea why, which leaves the field wide open for titles like this, so let's check it out for 30 minutes or so. The game is released as part of the Strategy Festival that's on Steam right now, so I'll put a link down below so that you can check the game out there. On top of that, if you wanted to hang out on any of the various mediums that I have that are associated with the Nerd Castle, you can do that through links down below. Let's go ahead and play the game. There's only one mission for right now, I think. I don't know, I didn't beat this mission. I played around with it for a little bit to get used to the controls and make sure I wasn't going to get smote on my way on into the map and like learning the game. So I've got like a fundamental understanding of how everything works. And on this mission, we are being sent out to the hinterland to pacify it and establish a colony. We don't know exactly what threats are going to be there. Probably mostly wildlife, so let's give it a go. Okay, so here is our starting city. It's pretty bare bones at the moment. It's got a couple of houses. These are going to be supplying us with a tax base, so there's going to be a little guy that like skips around as like and goes and collects taxes from all the peasants and whatnot and all the buildings that we have inside of our territory. But for now, not really going to be that helpful. However, we do have our castle over here that we can play around with, and at the beginning of the game, we kind of just want to get ourselves settled with some of our basic heroes. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll put in a Fighters Guild, I think. Doesn't look like the Fighters Guild rotates, so we'll just put that right there. We can also get a hunting camp. I'll probably put that like right over here on this side of the road possibly, and then we've got a Rogues Guild. We'll put that right there, and that's going to be our 3 starting buildings that are going to allow us to recruit heroes that will just begin acting on their own volition. They will adventure, they will explore, they will engage threats, they will clear out enemy hives and things of that nature in order to keep the central township nice and safe. From there, we kind of need to expand our, I think anyways, we need to expand our financial base and provide services that all of these characters are going to be interacting with. And so we've got ourselves a blacksmith. This allows our characters to get the gold that they get from all their adventures. They bring it back on in. They will upgrade their weapons and they will upgrade their equipment in order to make themselves more efficient at fighting and killing. And so I figure we'll probably just drop one of those right there. The road's all over the place right now. We've also got a marketplace. The marketplace is going to allow people to buy fun things like potions, supplementary consumables and stuff that lower the chance that they're going to die, because in this game you're kind of cultivating these heroes and hoping they don't die prematurely. Otherwise, you don't end up with high-level heroes that can throw down like they're meant to. We'll put an inn right over here, and that's where our heroes are going to go when they're tapped out on HP or MP or energy or whatever else. And once they get over here, they're going to R&R for a little bit before they go back out into the world to fight. It looks like some of our basic buildings are ready to go. For whatever reason, the building placement over here, are the trees a part of the building, or did they not clear the building when I put it down? Hold on, let me take a look. It looks like, I don't know. It looks like maybe the trees didn't get cleared out by the footprint of the building right there, unfortunately. And that's something that I found kind of prevails throughout this title. There's kind of a very cheap feeling to the title that I can't quite put my finger on. Like, everything works, and from a surface level, everything looks good, and it's got nice lighting, and they've got nice models. But there's something weird about the game where there's just like a weird cheapness underneath the surface that gives it kind of like a mobile-y feel. We need to get heroes. So let's start out with a couple of warriors. We'll train them on up because it looks to me like wolves are starting to invade our town. And so we'll get all of our rogues, we'll get all of our warriors, and we'll get all of our rangers so that they can start preliminary adventures. You can see him right there, and straight out of training, he's decided to slide on in and go get a brewski at the bar. However, he's seen an enemy, so he's going to go on in here and he's going to engage. Every hero has attributes that you want to keep track of. They've got their HP, they've got their XP, and then they've got their stamina points, which I think they use on special abilities. As of right now, we don't really have any special abilities for them to play around with. You don't have to worry about shared XP in this game because every time they attack, they get XP. So you don't have to worry about the XP only going to the person that killed the mob. However, every single enemy in the game does have loot on them. If they were still alive, I would actually show you what that looks like. And everything has stuff in their pockets. These guys can pick up that stuff, and then they will take it back to town. They'll sell it. They'll buy new things. But the big thing we need for right now are health potions. Every single hero can carry up to 10 health potions. And once they've got access to those, they don't really die altogether that much anymore. They're down here beefing with a wolf. Okay, so there's got to be a spawner around here somewhere. Other people are just helping themselves to random treasures that are laying along the side of the road, which will hopefully make them a little bit richer so that they can buy more stuff. Let's buy armor level 1 and weapons level 1 so that there's basic upgrades for these guys to spend their cash on. We will also get special abilities for our rogues. So we've got a strong attack against wounded enemies, and we've got a powerful blow with both knives. Over here for the archers, we have an alternative attack that has a chance to apply bleeding, and then we've got an arrow that deals increased damage to beasts. Okay, we'll buy both of those real fast, and then our warrior has access to a crushing blow. It uses no defense, it's all offense, and then we have a shield slam that they can play around with too. Our finances are in the top right-hand corner of the screen with a number of other buttons that we can play around with. Now there's ruler actions, so you can make decrees at some point in the game. I can break open the castle panel from wherever with the C key just in case I wanted to build or give orders further on out. And then we've got the objectives of our scenario that we're playing around with, and so they really want me to go up to level 1 in my castle for the moment. But I want to set up defenses to stop things from getting into town first. These will also give us town guards that will patrol around. We have no control over them. I would definitely recommend that they allow the player to control the town guard. I find that the town guard is a little bit inefficient because oftentimes they are in places where threats are not, and you don't really have a way to get them to go over and respond to invasions or anything else, and so you end up just doing contracts to get it done anyways. I'm fine with the heroes not being under the player control, but these little guard guys right here that come as part of the castle and the guard towers, I would like to be able to RTS control them. That would be super nice. My man's over here getting whooped by a bear right now. You better run for your life, cousin. That thing's coming for you. He's going to drag it back into town, isn't he? Bro, don't drag that thing back into town. Is it coming? I think it may have leashed. He's in there healing right now, so hopefully he gets himself patched back up. I'd like to get double towers on every side of town if I can manage it, but let's give an order to explore down this way. We'll pay a hero 100 gold if they go down there and they explore out this foggy area, so I can figure out what my expansion zones are going to start looking like as we get further on into the game. Blacksmith doesn't have any upgrades remaining. One of my rogues is running for his life in the face of a number of wolves. It looks like my guard's going to throw himself at that. If he was a little bit further back, these towers would actually be firing. Unfortunately, the game doesn't really give you a footprint for what the tower is covering or what its range looks like, and so we've just got to kind of like live with the experimentation and figure it out. I will probably set up an attack flag on this wolf lair, so let's do that. I'm gonna put 200 gold on that hive's head. I don't like that I have a spawner basically right in the middle of my town that's just going to keep like farting out wolves that I have to deal with every 8 to 9 seconds. And so hopefully a couple heroes will answer the call. It does look like a rogue, and it does look like a warrior taking it upon themselves to go deal with this threat. I would recommend that health bars go up above buildings when you click on them, because this little bar down here and the text that overlies it is much too small to be seen with the eye if your monitor is much larger than like, well, on my monitors, it's way, way too small, and I think I've got, like, 24s, and so anyways, it's very, very small, and it doesn't really, like, scale up for visibility. We have enough money. Ooh, we've got a warrior fighting a big spider down here. What level's that warrior right there? He's level 2? Nice. Now he's level 3, so he's slowly getting stronger. It looks like he's taking on the scouting mission. Let's get our castle, and I'm going to put in a couple more guard towers just sort of, like, over here, just to protect us a little bit from anything that might meander across this little entry to our village. I don't like how the roads are predestined on the map either. There's been like this technology and strategy in city building games over the last 10 years or so that I'm a big fan of, where you have your village, but the places that people walk around and the paths that they take determine the roads on the ground. Ugh, such a great feature. I absolutely adore it. What's he doing? He's looting that bag right there. He's got 117 gold. My man is diversified. He's got all kinds of cash in his pockets. I'm going to wait for these towers to get done, although it looks like there's a ghostly wolf over here. Let's give an attack flag to deal with him, and hopefully more heroes will answer the call. Towers are firing. Villagers are unfortunately being consumed alive. We also have a number of undead zombies that are cruising into our village down here that I'll put attack flags on. But we are a little tiny bit low on cash. Things are getting a little too expensive, so we're going to need to have a little bit more money come on in from all of our random characters buying things around town. The game does come strapped with a push pause. You can play around with that. I don't know what you would need the push pause for, aside from just like, I guess, setting up like scout flags and things of that nature. We got a couple people that joined in on the fight, so hopefully it'll be okay down here. The game's very quiet. Huh, wonder if I can fix that. Like, there are sound effects, but they're very, very quiet. Let's see if that works a little bit better. I just, like, fiddled with the slider for the sound effects and, like, cranked it up to maximum in the hopes that maybe I'd be able to hear the clamor and the din of combat. We need to upgrade our castle, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, but I need $1,000 in order to do it. I may have built a few too many things. It looks like the archery towers are taking care of this problem over here. Don't worry too much about the tower's HP. If it gets damaged, someone will come down here and fix it. And it looks like an archer is going to accidentally run into whatever is going on over here anyways. And so maybe he'll be able to help out. That is if, and only if, that wolf doesn't jump on in and cause problems here. I think this rogue's going to jump in on the fight too. He bought 6 health potions, which all things considered is probably a really, really good purchase. Why'd you hit him once and then walk away? Do you, like, not particularly like this guy? I have noticed that the AI is a little bit weird, and that's kind of a problem because in a title like this that's entirely AI-driven, meaning you have no control, everybody just kind of does their own thing, you're going to want to have snappy and you're going to want to have tight AI that behaves in a predictable manner, a structured manner. And so that's definitely an area where the game's going to need work. It doesn't seem like they respond to quests, even if you put a lot of money on them a lot of the time, in order to take them down. Oh, there's another wolf hive over there. Okay. We got to get rid of that. Let's put an attack flag on that little wolf station over here. It looks like the archer's already on it. And I think, oh, nope, they spawned that one wolf coming on out right there. Hopefully the bonus damage that he gets against beasts will be enough for him to clear out that fight and make this whole thing happen. I think the animations look okay. The models look okay. Everything looks good here. He's got it, so now just keep firing away at the wolf's lair. And it looks like he's got some backup on his way in, too. We haven't gotten attacked from this direction yet, but I am curious what's up there. So I'm going to set a scout flag over on that side just to clear out a little bit more of the map. This guy got sidetracked by treasure. That's an adventure after my own heart. You got to open that thing up. You got to see what kind of elite perps and blues are inside of there. We have a giant attack coming from this direction. Good lord. Okay, so give me a 300 gold defense flag right there. Defend this tower, defend this area, throw down to the best of your ability, and I will reward you richly. There doesn't seem to really be a way to tell if these guys are using their abilities or anything either, so I think there's probably a big opportunity for some more obvious and a lot more point. Oh, he did a shield bash right there. I would still recommend make all of those special ability graphics a little bit bigger, a little bit brighter with some lighting effects that sort of like reflect off the ground. Make them a little bit more visually eye-catching because right now they're really easy to miss. Looks like we held off the attack. I have no idea what that thing was. I might be extending a little bit far outside my realm of safety. Oh, this rogue is not going to make it, bro. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? Oh, no. Thus met the end of Valerian Snake Eyes, whose AI bugged out and got him stuck in the middle of a ravenous wolf camp. We will now replace him with another procedurally generated nameless mook that hopefully will not die so poorly. But I can't upgrade my castle until we get, like, another one of these rogues out here running around. There we go. Castle's on its way up to the next level, and the good news is that's going to give us an entire docket of new things we can use to upgrade our villagers and make our town better. Bunch of new buildings, bunch of new services, bunch of new items and weapons and stuff like that that can go on in there. Ooh, we got like a little undead horde going on over here too. Sir, you're a ranger, Kite. What are you doing, man? You're not supposed to stand your ground like this. Like you gotta do your thing. Hopefully he can run away. Say, oh, he ran out of health potions. Hopefully this warrior and this rogue down here can get them some. There you go. Get you some, Chief. Get you some. But if you wanted to see their stats, they do also have like little perks and things like that. In the hour or so that I played, it didn't really become relevant at all. I'm guessing that's like future content that will maybe be strapped on in later. We got 4 guys fighting against whatever these grow-nums. Okay. Well, hopefully they can earn themselves a little bit of cash and get it done and taken care of. Tier 2 castle's ready to go. Let's upgrade the blacksmith so that we can get level 2 equipment. We'll upgrade the hunter's camp, and we'll upgrade the barracks so that we can get some new abilities for those guys. And then hopefully we'll be all good. That flag is still solid. I don't know if I can check to see like the duration or the amount of payout that is still left on any of the flags that I've thrown together here. I actually have questions about that. You guys gonna finish off that wolf lair at any point? I could tell them to attack in a group, but like, I feel like 1 or 2 guys should be able to handle that without too many problems. All of the other gateways to our city look alright. We've got a little choke point over here. Maybe we'll get a couple guard towers on this side too. It actually looks like maybe I'm maxed out on guard towers, although I don't have the faintest idea where I could figure out that information from. Like, how do I tell how many guard towers I get? Because guard towers are completely... Oh, 1,500. The price just goes up. That's what's gone wrong. Okay, that was just a failure of being observant on my behalf. They gave us a new objective. We're waiting on news from scouts. They want me to hunt a pack of wolves. I mean, he's fighting a wolf, a singular wolf, not really a pack, but, you know, a wolf. Over here, let's get level 2 armor. I'm sincerely hoping that as the game develops out and as it becomes more sophisticated, these guys will actually show their gear on them when they equip it. They look like 3D models to me, so it's just a matter of, I say it's not the job that I have to do, but those little details like adding extra armor styles and things to characters that have picked up epic gear and cool stuff really matter in a title like this. They help you get used to, they help you get sort of attached to the characters that are participating in your journey. Guard towers under attack down here. Spiders are eating my villagers. To be fair, they do look plump and tasty. I've been looking at some of these villagers, and a certain like Donner Party style desire has washed over me where I'm like, yeah, dude, we could deep fry that hawk up, make that thing happen. It looks like the town guards are going to take care of it, so it'll be all right. You know, wolves down that way, too. That guard flag is finally run out. They still have not taken care of the wolf lair, which I'm guessing regenerates. This guy's down here trying to fight the good fight, but God knows if he's actually going to survive it or do anything worthwhile. He seems fairly tanky. Looks like he's pulling out. We may need to attack in a group to get down here into this area. Oh boy, all kinds of baddies rolling around. Did I get more unit cap? I did. I got more unit cap when I upgraded these buildings. So, let's get an extra ranger. I lost a ranger. Okay, queue up 2 more rangers. There's no new abilities over here. We need an arena for them to get those new abilities. And so we'll work on that in just a minute. Money's kind of like not flowing, and we are very much under attack on this side of town. We're going to have to figure something out. Let's upgrade the rogues just to get our unit cap up so that we have more guys that are ready to fight, and we are getting flooded from every angle right now. Yeah, you guys get in there and just kill everything that you possibly can. Kill and get stronger. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Take down those Draugrs. We lost a couple of buildings down there. Looks like this direction is also rapidly falling apart. I don't know where these massive hordes of enemies are coming from, but they're coming from somewhere. I'll tell you that. Come on, take care of business over here. Lost another rogue, unfortunately. Oh, buddy. We have so many problems that need to be resolved. Okay, let's go with a defense flag over here. Limited duration, just to pull some heroes off in that direction. Normally, I try not to pull off heroes on camera. YouTube tends to frown on that. It seems to be a path that's fraught with demonetization. But in this case, I don't think I have a choice. We got to get these guard towers and whatnot patched up. Wonder if it's that wolf's lair that's causing all these problems. Very difficult to say. Are we capped out on all the things we need to be capped out on? We are. Stone Shield significantly increases your armor stats and grants resistance to bleeding and stun. Sure, we can get one of those. We've got a little bit of cash on hand. We've got extortion over here. Well, it appears as though my main advisor just told me that there's a major attack on its way into the city. So we probably want to brace for impact on that one. There's a cemetery over here. Oh, they build a cemetery and they bury their dead. That's a nice little detail. Can I buy anything at the marketplace to make people stronger? The inn can be upgraded. Let's take the inn up to level 2 and maybe it'll get more effective. That rogue unfortunately just got starched over here by just the never-ending cavalcade of the dead. Luckily, Town Guard is here to save the day. Did that wolf just get all its health back? Oh no, its health bar was saying it's full even though it wasn't. Definitely some jank and some wonk and some polish that leads to that cheap feel that I was talking about previously. It's definitely got that vibe of a game that you can buy on your iPhone, despite the fact that I think the assets and whatnot look really good. Have I lost anybody? We have not lost anybody. Oh, that's a big dog right there. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Who is this guy? Coordinated attack. Everybody on him. Wipe his ass out. All hands on deck. I don't know what you guys are up to, but get over here and come whoop this guy. Nobody's making like a realistic attempt to stop this guy except for Terrace, I guess. So Terrace is going to give it the old try. However, Terrace just got whumped. My man got smacked-ed. You better pop your damage shield, bro. There's a reason why I bought it. You better pop that shield, cousin. Drink a potion or something. Oh, my God. We got all kinds of mayhem going on over here. If you guys can kite him around, that's fine. But that's what I mean is it feels like the AI doesn't really, like, snappily engage to what it is you're trying to do. Maybe I didn't make the bounty big enough. Maybe we do, like, a 500 attack flag. And that'll bring a whole bunch of the heroes' milkshake to the yard. It's not like we're low on the cash for it anyways.
My ancestors would be proud of me,
he said as he's running away, attempting to not get murdered. There you go. Put some arrows on. No! Generically named worker! I can't believe this has happened to you. Well, I mean, you got him, and now you are rich beyond compare. There's bears wandering around. Dude, we need some walls or something. That's what we need, dude. We need some kind of, like, barricade that stops these guys from getting in here. We got just people rambling around causing problems. They have, like, free entry to my territory. It's a little upsetting. Can you fight wolves? Guard tower, can you fight wolves? It's a good thing that peasants have a very high turnover rate. Otherwise, we'd be struggle bussing right now. What else can I build with my new tier? So we've got caravans of gold. We've got a library. Heroes can get magical skills. Did we get any new types of characters? Oh, we did. We got a monastery. That'll give us a Vestal. Okay, let's get a Vestal. Maybe the Vestal can throw heals on other characters. And a Hall of Fury that will give me Berserkers. All right, let's get some Berserkers then. I do need this to be somewhat guarded up here on this side, though, so maybe we'll throw, like, I don't know, like a guard tower or something over here.
My lord, the treasury is nearly empty.
That's because I'm spending money to ensure the safety of my people, because these lukewarm heroes won't get out here and take care of business. I thought that I was strapping up with some cold piece riders, and instead they're all just walking around just navel-gazing, bro, drooling on themselves. Do you know how much money the blacksmith is making right now sanding rust off of people's armor from drool? A lot. We're being attacked by a Chomok now. We're being attacked by many things, in all fairness. There's a lot of things attacking at the moment that we kind of need to take care of. I also need to figure out tax revenue. We need more cash coming on in. I think we get a cut of everything these guys like loot or interact with, but it's kind of hard to say. 350 for a Vestal. Now you better get over there and stop him. This guard's down here just being an action hero, fighting a bear and a zombie at the same time, and then promptly getting whooped. Where's the Berserker at? What does Berserky look like? Oh, that guy got the big axe right there. Okay, he's a big boy. He's channeling that full God of War energy right now. He takes all of his fashion tips from Kratos. Let's max out on Berserkers. A powerful axe blow that applies bleeding, strips enemies' armor. Let's get them kitted up first. We'll get a Vestal over here. I don't know what a Vestal does, but it looks like a powerful strike with a chance to stun, increase damage to demons and undead. And then they've also got a heal that they can throw out right there, which I think will be super helpful in the greater scheme of things. So got ourselves a pretty solid little throwdown happening on this side.
Just say the word.
Berserker's on his trail. Bro, why don't you just kill that one? You walked right past him. Is he like beneath your expertise, your maximum strength skill level? They just keep wandering past my gates. They need to, like, buff up the damage on these guard towers. 9 damage is not good enough. Looks like I can upgrade them, though. Maybe that'll help. Let's upgrade some of these guard towers and see if they get more efficient. There we go. Like, if they could get... How hard are these guys hitting at the moment? Like, what does their damage look like?
The treasury is nearly empty.
That's okay. The treasury can be empty. What is that thing? A cursed tower? Kill that thing, bro. I will pay 200 gold to whoever brings me that tower's head. Bring me every last cobble that I may gaze upon its ruin. I like the idea of being like a magistrate that just sits in my throne all day, like tooling with a golden goblet and just giving orders and having like gifts presented to me on the rug in front of my throne, like the decapitated skulls of my enemies. I like that idea. It makes me happy. Okay, so Berserkers are out here getting it. I don't know what we need to recruit, but Berserkers are out here taking care of business. So if you're struggling with this game, get Berserkers. They're the cold peace problem solvers out here. Rogues, on the other hand, I don't know what the hell they do. Oh, sweet, dude. I don't know what that means. Did my hunters, like, get some kind of new thing or something? Doesn't look like it, but, you know. With the level 2 towers, they do 13 damage. Okay, so we'll upgrade the towers so that they hit a little bit harder. Our finances are starting to recover. What does this do? I can create teams? Interesting. So I can create, like, battle groups that go out and deal with... Oh, we got another big one over here. Hold on. Coordinated attack flag. Get him. I don't know how many of you guys are around to help, but this guy is about to cause problems for our civilization. So if you want to make like a quick buck, that's how you do it right there. $200 for the skull of the Tormentor. Oof, my guard just got blasted, dude. Ooh, the Vestal is here. Is she going to cast her anti-undead magic thingy? She's healing. Healing's a good start. She almost got killed, though. Probably going to be a similar story for him. I don't see a lot of things moving around on the map over here, so we should be all right for now. What's it going to take me to get up to the next level here? And also, do I have anything else that I haven't built? Give me another Vestal. We're already at... Oh, I lost a Berserker. One of them died. He couldn't get himself clear of the murder zone. Archers are attempting to do something down there, but, you know... Do we have any other lairs or anything over here that need to be dealt with? There is a wolf lair right there. This Berserker has already killed everything inside this tower and is now working on rending the whole thing down by himself because he's got balls that clank. Just an absolute, like, Big Ben style when this guy walks down the road. It's just bing, bong, bing, bong, 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 bong. I'm going to rely heavily on Berserkers. I can tell already. Berserkers are the only guys here that feel like they're reactive in the same way that, like, all the other classes should be. Are you level 1, bro? Is that why you just got tooled up? Okay, you got tooled up over there. We're going to have to do something with guard towers on this side. But I'm, like, waiting for my cash to come in. What does this do? Oh, that's for me. Okay. Sick. Yeah, give them energy shields then. Damn, dude, this warrior's hitting like a truck. I think his gear did change when he bought the level 2 gear. Yeah, he's got little shoulder pads and like a helmet and stuff now. Good detail. I like that. And looky there, my berserker got rid of the tower. Good stuff. What is that thing right there? Can you go get it? Do I need to do like an explore flag for that one? Let's do an explore flag right here. I want to see if they can loot that right there, or if they can like get something out of it. Do any of these guys have like interesting and or unique gear? It looks like they just have the store-bought stuff, but I do think the addition of actual gear that looks different and you can mouse over it and it has like specialized bonuses and things, and then also like an AI where these guys will trade in between each other, slowly turning your city almost into like an MMORPG, would be sick as hell. But anyways, I guess my closing thoughts for this game. The things that I like is that the graphical aesthetic looks really good with the lighting and the shadows and everything else. I like the way the characters actually get new gear when they're either leveling up or buying things from the store. Most of it ends. I also really like the fact that it's an attempt at making an honest-to-God Majesty game, because I really want to play a modernized version of Majesty, the same thing that Songs of Conquest sort of did with Might and Magic. I'd like to see that here. But from there, I think the biggest concern they have at the moment is just that the system needs to get snappier and more responsive, or at least indicate more how much you need to pay for certain mobs in order to get them to go after stuff. The AI is not very good. As you can see, he's stuck right now. The AI in the pathfinding, that happens reasonably frequently. I wish that I could say it wasn't the first time that I saw it, but that's not the kind of thing that you want to see when you're playing through a demo that's supposed to get you excited about the game. And so the AI and the pathfinding need to be worked on to be more snappy, responsive. The UI needs to indicate better what price it's going to take for people to go after certain tasks. So a simple way to do that would be just clicking on a tower, and then right there on the tower above it, it has like a little gold icon with a number for the sort of estimated amount you should put on that in order to get people to undertake that job, or maybe like a difficulty system that roughly correlates to like 100 or 150 gold per skull or something of that nature. The AI voice acting definitely needs to go. I have never seen any video game improved by AI voice acting, so that's got to be taken care of. But the AI and the pathfinding, I think, are the two biggest issues for right now. From there, I don't think the game really, innovates on Majesty thus far. It does give us some black and white god powers that we can throw around, but I would love to see RimWorld-style events that pop up and they kind of call into question conflicting personalities between your characters. None of my characters' personality traits have mattered yet in the couple hours that I've played. It hasn't really come up, and those things should be consequential. That's one of the things that makes RimWorld so good, is learning to make suboptimal parties kind of work together, and you have rivalries and you have hatreds that sort of tell the emergent story of your playthrough. And so, since Majesty was always a little tiny bit sandboxy in the way you could approach the goal, I'd love to see stuff like that. It's a work in progress, and they say they're going to release this in 6 months. I want to get excited about it, but unfortunately, with 6 months left until they release the game, I don't know if they could cram all the stuff in there that would satisfy me and bring it up to parity with Majesty and also innovate on top of that. So, this is Crown of Greed. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so you don't have to. Today up on the chopping block, Crown of Greed, like I just said. We're repeating things today. I'll catch y'all later, and thank you for stopping on in. Bye, folks.